royal experts are ready to pounce on the new sit-down interview with Oprah Winfrey between Meghan Markle and Prince Harry that is about to go to air. The just-released trailer has been criticised by royal biographer Robert Jobson, who called the interview over-the-top melodramatic nonsense. CBS released the first two clips on Sunday, in which Oprah asked the Duchess of Sussex, "Were you silent or were you silenced?" Jobson told the Daily Mail on Monday, "The Queen and the royal family are not the Corleone family of Windsor. There are no hitmen or heavies going around silencing people." Meghan, whilst a working royal, was always protected by a team of Scotland Yard officers. Thankfully, she was never in danger physically, and Harry knows that. "Talk of being silenced is just ridiculous," he continued. "It suits a narrative, I suppose, but at what cost to the Queen, Prince Philip and the royal family, and our reputation as a country?" During the interview, Harry revived his late mother Princess Diana's memory, who went it alone after a divorce from Prince Charles. "I'm just really relieved and happy to be sitting here talking to you with my wife by my side, because I can't begin to imagine what it must have been like for her going through this process by herself all those years ago," the 36-year-old said, adding, "Because it's been unbelievably tough for the two of us, but at least we have each other." The footage shows Harry as a toddler in the arms of his mother. Princess Diana died from injuries sustained in a car crash in Paris in 1997. In one of the clips, which aired on Sunday during CBS News magazine 60 Minutes, Winfrey, 67, is heard telling Markle, 39, "You said some pretty shocking things here," not indicating what she was referencing. Markle didn't speak during the clips. Winfrey will speak with Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex, in a wide-ranging interview covering everything from stepping into life as a royal, marriage, motherhood, philanthropic work, to how she is handling life under intense public pressure, according to CBS. Later, the two are joined by Prince Harry as they speak about their move to the United States and their future hopes and dreams for their expanding family. The interview, titled Oprah with Meghan and Harry, a CBS primetime special, will air on March the 7th. The same day, Queen Elizabeth will speak in a TV address for Commonwealth Day, which falls on the following day. On Monday, Governor Ron DeSantis, Republican of Florida, disclosed an extensive plan to tackle Chinese influence in the state, calling the Chinese Communist Party's efforts to influence domestic and international affairs as one of the most unrelenting dangers to American security and property. The Communist Party of China has, for the last decade, been meticulous and organised in its quest as a global power. Its long-term goals and interests are intended to negate the fundamental principles of the American Republic. In meeting their global objectives, the CCP has undertaken to steal intellectual property from businesses, government and academic institutions. There is a dire need to provide strategic precautions to address concerns about the CCP and other foreign powers influencing the government, academia and economy. One of the CCP's primary targets is the education system, and the US must eradicate any tolerance of covert foreign influence in our schools. State agencies, state universities, public schools and local governments must never use tax dollars to start language and culture programs with foreign governments that place the interest of those governments ahead of our own, says Florida Mayor Ron DeSantis, referring specifically to the CCP-funded Confucius Institutes. Today, our proposal will ensure that no such organisation can gain a footing in a Florida institution of higher education, said DeSantis. The proposal will require public institutions of higher education to disclose any donation of $50,000 or more from a foreign government or a foreign person. Strict vetting procedures and review processes of foreign applications for important research positions are also required. Institutions that choose to hide information will pay 105% of the amount to Florida. Also, non-compliant institutions will be dealt with by the Attorney General. Anyone seeking a grant or contract from the state for more than $100,000 must disclose any contact with a donation from or grant received from 7 countries of concern: China, Cuba, Iran, North Korea, Russia, Syria, and Venezuela. DeSantis added that not only is this an issue of establishing barriers to foreign influence, it's also a measure of sound fiscal stewardship to ensure tax dollars don't end up in the hands of the likes of Maduro, Kim Jong-un, or the Chinese Communist Party. The proposed actions will strengthen law enforcement's capability to pin down corporate infiltrators and inflict severe sentences for any corporate espionage that benefits a foreign government. The governor said laws would protect Floridians from foreign influence and corporate espionage, emphasising the threat the CCP poses and deeming the proposals a great first step. Facebook has been ordered to pay a $650 million settlement for illegally collecting biometric data for facial recognition. The judge hearing the case in the federal court in California approved the final settlement on Thursday, 6 years after Chicago attorney Jay Edelson filed a suit against Facebook. The decision was handed down on Friday, according to AFP. Edelson claimed Facebook had collected biometric data to identify faces without the user's permission and thereby violated the rights under the Illinois Biometric Information Privacy Act. The payment will settle a privacy dispute between the social network and 1.6 million users in Illinois. During the trial, it was proven that Facebook violated Illinois law by storing biometric data, digital scans of people's faces, in support of its face tagging feature without users' consent. Millions of Facebook users in Illinois will be receiving roughly $345 in compensation. US District Judge James Donato said it is one of the largest settlements ever for a privacy violation. Donato said the violations here did not extract a penny from the pockets of the victims, but this is real money that Facebook is paying to compensate them for the tangible privacy harms that they suffered, reports the Chicago Tribune. A Facebook spokesperson said in a statement to AFP, "We are pleased to have reached a settlement so we can move past this matter, which is in the best interest of our community and our shareholders."